Nandana and her husband built their marriage on a foundation of absolute truth, and it was killing them. To keep the relationship from collapsing, she had to rely on a calculated deception. Before their wedding, the husband delivered a confession. He was emotionally hollow, haunted by his role in the suicide of his former lover, Aabha. Nandana accepted his past without hesitation. She walked into the marriage believing her own affection would be enough to heal a decade of grief. The reality of their shared life was far colder. Instead of intimacy, a vacuum formed between them, leaving them physically close but emotionally stranded. Total honesty had backfired. By revealing everything, the husband had tethered their home to a ghost, making his guilt the center of their world. Their daily life became a study in distance. The husband was present at the dinner table and in the garden, but his mind remained elsewhere. At night, the symptoms of his fixation became impossible to ignore. He would talk in his sleep, his voice thick with distress as he repeated Aabha's name into the dark. Nandana realized she was losing. Her husband's internal shame carried more weight than his actual life with her. The opportunity for change appeared on a mundane afternoon. A stranger in a black shirt began walking past their gate at the same time every day. When her husband noticed the man and asked who he was, Nandana saw a chance to break the cycle of his apathy. She claimed she knew him and that they shared a secret history. Nandana invented a past mirroring his own. She described a mental and physical relationship with the stranger, leaving no room to doubt her betrayal. His abstract guilt for Aabha vanished, replaced by visceral jealousy for the man standing outside their window. By giving him a tangible rival, Nandana successfully hijacked his emotional focus. She replaced a ghost he couldn't fight with a person he couldn't ignore. The house was no longer quiet. The husband became obsessive, tracking Nandana's movements and watching the road with a newfound frantic energy. He was caught in an impossible knot. He discovered he loved his wife more than he realized, yet he believed she had fundamentally deceived him. The pressure eventually pushed him to the brink. He threatened suicide, admitting he could no longer tell what was real in their marriage, or if love even existed between them. Nandana's strategy had worked too well. She had broken his indifference, but she had driven him so far into his own head that he was ready to end it all. To save him, Nandana finally pulled back the curtain. She confessed that the man in black was a total stranger, a prop in a story she had written. She explained her lie through a memory. When a toy bus rolled out of reach, her distress spiked. But her mother placed a clapping toy monkey in front of her. The immediate noise forced her to forget the bus entirely. Her husband's guilt was the bus, a distant, fading problem he couldn't reach. The fake affair was the monkey, a loud distraction that forced him back into the present. The realization hit him with immense relief and embarrassment. By forcing him to defend his marriage against a lie, Nandana finally cleared the air. The trauma that defined their first months together dissipated. They were no longer living in a wake, they were living in a home. Like the Queen Kaikeyi from the ancient epics, Nandana set the terms for their new life. She asked for 3 boons in exchange for her return to his side. She demanded his full affection, devotion that bordered on jealousy, and focus on their unborn child. By manufacturing a rivalry, Nandana forced her husband to choose the life in front of him over the guilt behind him. In their case, a single, well-placed lie was the only way to make the truth livable.